before we go down the path of dedicating $700,000 and I don't know, 2 or 3, or I guess maybe what would you say, about a year of development time, I would like us to get in contact with somebody at Avaya who can explain this product to us. So if I go to the Avaya Dev Connect Center and I go to Product and Resources and I click Avaya Breeze Client SDK, I'm taken to this page where the documentation right at the front says any and all functionality Avaya uses in its own clients and applications is available to developers through the SDK. Developers can now mix and match functionality that has previously been siloed in the unified communications and contact center spaces. Furthermore, if you read down this documentation, it says you now have a development environment allowing you to create desktop, mobile, and web applications which include integrate chat, presence, video, and voice calling and contact services. Right. So if you go over to programming guides from here, you'll see that it says package services, definition, sort of tells you the features that it can do, calls with audio and video, tells you the platforms that it can do it on, and the infrastructure sort of technology you'll need. Additionally, if you scroll down, it'll tell you a little bit more about what's required in order for this type of setup where we could program a bunch of different clients to use the Avaya telephony system in the back end. Seems to include a web server for serving up the JavaScript along with some WebRTC components that will interface to the actual back end. So that's sort of the architectural overview, but then further, if you go into programming docs, you click JavaScript and then communication services, you'll see that it lists that you can do audio and voice calls, messaging, contacts, and presence. This top 3 is basically exactly what we're looking for. And now if you scroll down here and start looking at the API references and some of the tutorials, it shows you that you can make a call directly from a browser and it should work. So before we explore again a bigger, more complicated build out, custom build out, I would like to get somebody from Avaya, preferably the programmers that worked on this product, to help us set up a development environment such that we can use this and test it out. And if it turns out it doesn't do what we want, then we can move on to other things. But my intuition is that this is almost exactly what we're looking for. And I'd like to explore this at least in some level before anyone commits to spending close to $1 million, right? So yeah, that's what I'd like to do before we continue.